Birds are so active this morning. Good morning, les oiseaux. Welcome back to the channel. It is such a beautiful day. I've broke through my cold. I am no longer ill. I'm feeling well. I'm feeling motivated. It's going to be a beautiful warm day. So I thought that I would take you with me to my favorite nursery, just to kind of have a peek and see what I can plant into the ground. I do have some seeds that I do need to get in there. I do have until May for many of these. I've got 2 varieties of dahlias. Look at these pom-pom ones. Those cute. And then I've got this one. And then just a bunch of random seeds. My cosmos did so well last year. I mean, if you recall, it looked like a forest out in the garden. So I want to plant those in the front of the garden this time, where the old tree was taken down. Well, you know, I've been neglecting the garden. I've definitely been neglecting the garden, and it's because Laffy passed away, and I've been really depressed, and I think it's been hard for me to get out there. He was found on the other side of the door that leads to where the garden is. Tell you, I have been garden depressed since Laffy passed away. And it wasn't because of the winter. Definitely was not the issue, because ever since we moved here, I was so motivated. Well, Justin is still kind of motivated. He's getting better. He's definitely motivated to move all the wood. But this is my mess. Yep. This is months and months of neglect. Yeah. It's like I don't know where to begin. I've also got to stop by the bank, post office, and order contacts. So I'll just do that real quick and then we'll be on our way. I'll show you some of the drive. Let's go. So welcome to my favorite garden center. It is about 22-minute drive from our home. It is the largest garden center that I know of in our general area, and this is what you would call a pepinnery, and it is large. And if you revert back to my video sometime 2 years ago, we did more of a tour with Justin and myself.
but they have many species of plants and herbs, and they also give you really good ideas, and they're very helpful. So I can't wait to get back home and start gardening again. Story time! So while at this brocante, I found this cute little unit with the glass doors that I broke one of the legs off of by slamming the trunk door on it too hard. I wasn't taking my time, but luckily Justin was able to mend it with some wood glue and some screws. He also treated it for woodworm, and I decided against painting it.
I decided against painting it. I decided against painting it.
It was fun, if you will, to put this thing together. These things were made like puzzle pieces. You have your little slots for the shelves, and each slot has its own spot and the way it turns, and each shelf is made for each of those slots. I can't explain it, but I think you know what I mean. Not only that, but it smells like it has been in the attic for 100 years. So I have been spraying it down, airing it out. Thank you, Kid Phil. Your multi-purpose, wonderful scent is helping. A little bit of potpourri, some candles, some air spray. I think it's slowly acclimating to our house smell. So anyways, this is the unit. I hope to store some of my Etsy finds in it and also use it to help photograph. Anyways, to be continued. Would you like to see what I find interesting and what I found for you? Let's go. Oh, cool. I'm glad
You found one, I found the other.
try to clean this up.
Sisters of Maria, Mother of
Merci.
Bonne journée.
Allez, des bonnes marmites, hein.
We have a set like this at home.
Look at our artillery shells.
Oui.
4, 8, 12.
A different guy?
No, same guy.
Well, I hope you enjoyed some of that footage that we shared with you. As you can see, we venture far to find you, and us of course, the best antique and vintage items available. rather than spending too much time sharing footage from our outings. Because let's be honest, I'm more focused on shopping than I am filming. So I'd like to share a different point of view this time and offer you a brocanting shopping experience in our home. What do you think? It's happening right now. Most all of these lovely curated items are currently for sale, so I hope you go take a peek. I'd like to mention that I've incorporated some changes to my shipping policies so that it's easier for all of us. On each description, I have listed whether or not that item qualifies for multiple orders. And the reason that is because I primarily deal with a lot of heavy items or high valued items that need their own shipping rate. Basically, they need to be shipped on their own. For some, with similar items or a certain series, those would benefit from one low shipping fee to get several items. So please read each description box and don't hesitate to contact me if you are unsure or hoping to consolidate. Beginning April 1st, I will have a spring sale on selected items. Then just before May, I'll be closing up shop for 1 month. So this is how I would style these dessert plates. Now they're from the 1800s.
And I think the black color is very modern. It's fresh. You can use them with more modern plates if you want, or even a set of traditional elegant plates, such as that one. So these would definitely be for dessert for me. I would use these little cups for either cafe cups or as little garnish cups. So you can put your little fruit in there. Also use them for yogurt. You can use them for breakfast. These can also be used for breakfast. I mean, any time of the day. They're just small plates. And so as you can see, you easily can mingle the design elements together. So we've got a little bit of brass. We have ceramics. We have ironstone. And we have silver as a centerpiece display. There are these silver plated pedestals. You can also add them for fruit. So I'll give you a couple of examples of what I would do. But this would be definitely a tablescape for me. I have this modern linen, table runner. And so you can place that on there and just kind of look a little bit more, not natural, but I think what's the word? You're just adding texture. So you're adding texture with the tablecloth. You're adding shape and form with modern day spiral candlesticks. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I just want to demonstrate here that even if you have a rustic kitchen, it's obvious that we usually use silverware that's silver. Why not use silver plated? I mean, these are antiques. Yes, they need to be polished from time to time, but I really do believe that they create a beautiful, harmonious melange of styles together. So you have rustic and you have elegance. And I just really love incorporating these different timelines together. Tell me what you think. What I like to do is mixing. So we have brass, we have tin, we have, or aluminum, we have glass, and we have silver. There's silver and gold. I think they go really, really well together. And even if I put in pottery, for example, right here, I mean, even that, it just all ties in together. And I think the reason why pottery can tie in is because you kind of have the same tones between the gold. That is a 1900s old honey jar, honey pot. So you can put utensils in there. Where are those spoons? Right here. So, it's not about being fussy. It's just, I don't know. I think this looks good. You have to let me know and you tell me. Let me darken it a little bit and set a mood. Ooh, what do you think? Beautiful day. Pull the car up to the front. Crispy, but beautiful. Oh, look at the sun. Everything is much brighter when I have contacts on. I can see. The mountains are a lot sharper too. This is so funny. The perspective. These are the bags of clothes I'm donating. Before I go, something interesting has happened to me over the last 6 months or so, but I still go to Emmaus from time to time. However, I only buy things from there that are for myself. Like I still buy clothes there. There's still some housewares that I find. But I cannot for the life of me, I'm having a hard time selling things that I find at Emmaus. I still have a couple of things on there, but I think because I know it goes to charity that it makes me feel a little bit guilty but I know I'm putting money into the charity. The other week, there was a set of plates, a full set from the 1800s, yes. They wanted 400 euros for it. 400 euro was also a price tag for this beautiful tapestry. Now, I understand it makes sense, and there are people, you know, with those pocketbooks and buy things like that. But normally, you know, they used to be for people who weren't doing so well. You know, I mean, you can buy things on the cheap, just like Goodwill and Salvation Armies in the United States. So for those of you that still venture out to those thrift stores, let me know, has the prices gone up? I remember when I was in the States 2 years ago, I went to Eco Thrift and they still had like those fun like color days off, and I really enjoyed that. And I still found some really good bargains, especially with clothes, because I usually thrift all of my clothes. And so I thought the prices were reasonable, like for a pair of Levi's were 20 euros, and you know, those are always expensive here too. You know, I'll find Levi's and I'll spend about 20 euros for them. But as for furniture, because I have not lived in the States for over 10 years, I've never needed to buy furniture from there, so I don't know. But I think the next time I go, I will take a look. So let me know what you think about the prices if you've noticed. I mean, everything is, you know, things are inflating, so and it's just that time, so we're noticing price jumps. But when it comes to menus, definitely the prices have gone up. But I need to donate all those clothes. They don't work for me, and I'll try not to well, I'm not gonna promise. I am gonna look, because I would like some summer dresses, so let's see what we can find. I may not take you in there with me, but if I see anything interesting, then I'll show you. All right, bye.
I'm going to show you some differences on some replicas. This is older France, Guam, and this would be a little bit newer. With that, little ridges. See all the different stamping. This one. I have a fake Sarah Greens de Guan. It'll say China on there. So again, this is true 19th century, so it'll have a little mark. And then these are the reproductions here. You can tell how there's the mess that I have. This is quite the mess. I am working on photographing everything for you for this video. And then, let's see, the only thing that I have not done, I am saving the best for last, and I will explain why. You see these mixing bowls here? Now, I got to thinking, I've been seeing mixing bowls of the same color and style with de Guan listed on the back of it. And I am now thinking, I am not sure. Let me sit down. I am just not sure about those being de Guan. So what I did was I emailed the company along with some photos, and I have my own set, and I came across these new ones, and I just needed to know. I needed to know, are these really de Guan, and if so, what year are they from? That was 2 days ago. I don't know if I'll get a response by the time this video releases, which will be Friday, so we'll see. But yeah, I think that's the last thing I have to photograph from my haul. If there's anything in the photos that are not pictured, I promise they will be in the following week or maybe 2 weeks, it depends. I enjoy this process so much, but look at my little kitchen studio. I'm gonna need another space, right? Because this is a mess. This is a fun mess though. I'm having such a good time. All right, let me get back to some baking. Okay, now I'll show you the other side, because I know some of you were curious. Yes, our food is still kept in here. Our pantry goods. That's it. So I've stopped by the Lidl, and these were on sale. You buy two, and they came out to be €2 each rather than €2.89. So I thought that was a good deal. And we had these in the atelier. So I thought, because we have guests coming, it's not going to be a beautiful day like it is today. We had some fresh powder the other day. I mentioned on my Instagram that spring has quite the sense of humor. Oh, that's cute. I'm not even going to plant them. I'm just going to let them acclimate, stay in their pots for a little bit. So I need to go get the other one. We are going to take the lawn chair. Oh, what is that? Huh? Oh, okay. I thought that was a really long lizard or a snake. Yikes. This is what happens when you don't wear contacts or glasses. This atelier floor is, wow, the humidity last summer was so awful. Like, it has never recovered. It never used to be this way. Well, anyway, so I digress. So, an update. This is no longer a brocante space. This is just where I put little random rustic decor bits. And so some things that were part of the house and other things that we've found. That was part of the house. We bought that. That was part of the house. And some chandeliers that we always thought we were going to hang in the house, but we just decided to leave them here. Oh, you know, I've got those opaline lights. Oh no, I'm not going to be able to replace that. See that? I thought I was going to be able to replace that. And so we do have bikes for our guests. Yep. So another one of those things, you know. During the winter, it's just things get blown in here regardless. You have little openings here in the garage door. Eventually we would like to fix it. I would like to paint these white if they're even salvageable. I'm going to probably need a professional because it does need a good sand. That would be very expensive to replace, I think. And, you know, I do love them. It's part of the home. They're original. So what we can do is just try to preserve them the best that we can. Harry is coming in. Isn't that exciting? For those of you that don't know me, hello again. My name is Jenny, short for Jennifer. And I have named our ampelopsis, our vine. It's not an ivy, it's a vine. Harry. So his name is Harry. All right, so I'm digressing again. I think I'm just excited for the sun. I'm feeling motivated. I think I will take this second one. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that you enjoyed this. Let me know if you like this more kind of organic day-to-day sort of things. I think there was a little bit of a focus here, and I just am so thrilled to share with you all of the things that I love sharing with you. Have a wonderful Easter, everyone, for those who celebrate. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.